numbers off the top of my head, but what I can tell you is, regardless of how small the numbers were, I know that it was having a direct and important impact on the lives of millions of African people in the continent, in the form of aid, but also, most importantly, in the form of a little more affordable grain. Unfortunate that President Putin and his government have decided to withdraw from the grain deal. I think that's a diplomatic setback for Russia, certainly, and I think that food should not have been politicized at all. At the end of the day, grain is a food and it's a lifeline for many millions of people. And so it's unfortunate that it was caught in the crossfire of the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. But also for Russia, I think this really further damages the credibility of Russia in the eyes of many African countries, as you know, who remained quite impartial, if you will, or neutral about the conflict in Ukraine, despite tremendous pressure by the West, by the US and other European countries. A lot of African countries decided to stay neutral, hoping that they would re-engage with Russia in one way or the other. But this now really takes away that credibility from Russia. I think the grain deal certainly was a lifeline for many African countries who were importing grain from both Ukraine and Russia for decades, frankly. And so the collapse of the grain deal means a profound suffering for a lot of people. Food prices have already skyrocketed in many parts of the continent, certainly in Somalia, but also in other parts of the African continent. And so it's quite unfortunate that the grain deal, which was achieved through the very hard diplomatic work of Turkey, has collapsed. And hopefully there will be renewed efforts at the international level to try and revive that deal, because it was win-win for everyone, a win for Russia, a win for Ukraine, but also a win for many African countries who were importing grain from that part of the world.